There's two groups of people that God is definitely interested in protecting and in encouraging his people to care for and to look after. And that is the orphan and the widow. This morning I'm reading from Exodus chapter 22. And verse 22, it says, "You shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child." You know, these are two groups of people that are disenfranchised by their situation. A widow is a woman who's lost her husband, and a fatherless child is an orphan. A child that doesn't have the benefit of family to raise that child, to help that child, encourage that child, prepare that child for the world. These two groups of people are definitely groups of people that need the help of the rest of the community. But what they certainly don't need is to be afflicted, like it says here. It says, "If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry. And my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless." Now that is a very, very stern warning from God to the Israelite people, telling us that, hey, these two groups of people, they need our help, they need our encouragement, they need our prayers. They certainly don't need us to afflict them or to hurt them in any way, to take advantage of them. If we were to take a look in Psalm 68 and verse 5, it says there that God, it says that he is a father of the fatherless, and a judge of the widows is God in his holy habitation. What a magnificent reality. You know, to be a child that doesn't have a father, one of the things that those children need to know is that they always have a father in God, that he loves them, that he cares for them, and that he has an inheritance for them. Even if their earthly father is gone and not able to give them that he certainly has that. And for the widow, God is her judge, and God is listening to her cry. He is there to help in those situations. And so when we come to the New Testament, the very last verse in the book of James chapter 1 tells us this. It says, "Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this." Now, if you were to think about the word religion and you were to try to define that maybe, or to give a picture of what that looks like, you might come up with fancy church buildings, stained glass. You might wind up with rituals and ceremonies and all kinds of different things. But this is what James tells us pure religion is. It says, "This is pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world." There it is. If we purely are going to exercise what the Bible calls religion, what it looks like is to help the fatherless, to help the widow, to encourage these folks, to visit them in their distress. It is certainly not to afflict them or hurt them or oppress them or take advantage of them in any way, shape, form, or fashion, because God cares. God is watching. And very, very stern warning pronounced for the children of Israel. If you afflict them, then I'm going to come and I'm going to kill you. And I'm going to make your children fatherless, and I'm going to make your wives widows. Now, that is way stern. I don't want any part of that. I know you don't either. I just want to encourage you this morning. If you look around, there's always somebody that needs our encouragement. There's always somebody that needs our help. There's always somebody around who's in those kinds of situations. Let's encourage those people in the name of Jesus. Let's visit them. Let's encourage them. Let's help them and point them, especially point the fatherless to their Father in heaven and the widow to her judge, and that is the Lord himself, because he loves them. God bless you. Hope you have a great day.